Tim Allen escorted off The View after brutal clash with Whoopi Goldberg became one of the most shocking live TV meltdowns of the year as what began as a routine interview turned into an explosive confrontation that spiraled out of control in front of millions, starting the moment Tim walked on stage with a sarcastic smile and an energy that immediately clashed with Whoopi's stern, no-nonsense posture. The tension was so thick the audience could feel it before a single question was asked, and when Joy Behar made a sly off-mic remark that caught Tim's ear, he shot her an irritated glance that hinted the conversation was about to go somewhere unpredictable, and it did the moment Tim mentioned people getting offended at everything these days, prompting Whoopi to raise her eyebrows and lean forward with the kind of slow, deliberate stare that always means trouble, saying, "Tim, you can't blame the world just because people call you out," a line that made the audience murmur but pushed Tim to double down as he insisted that cancel culture had made it impossible for comedians to speak freely without being misinterpreted, which led Whoopi to fire back sharply, "It's not cancel culture when people hold you accountable," and Tim, clearly agitated, scoffed, "Accountable or attacked?" igniting a verbal wildfire that Joy tried unsuccessfully to calm by cracking a joke that neither of them acknowledged as they locked in a heated exchange that grew more personal when Tim accused Whoopi of pretending to be the moral referee of Hollywood, triggering Whoopi to slam her palm on the table and say, "Don't come on my show acting like a victim when people simply disagree with you," causing the room to freeze as Tim suddenly pushed his chair back and stood up, declaring he wasn't about to be lectured on national TV, but Whoopi rose too, refusing to back down as she told him, "Sit down and finish this conversation like an adult," a line that only fueled Tim further as he snapped, "I'm not being talked down to by someone who pretends disagreement is disrespect," which made producers panic in the control room while audience members exchanged wide-eyed looks as the atmosphere approached boiling point. Stagehands subtly signaled security just in case, but they were already moving closer as Tim tried to walk away toward the back of the set while Whoopi, still standing, told him he was running from accountability, provoking Tim to turn back angrily and say, "I'm running from nonsense," and at that point security stepped fully into frame, gently but firmly encouraging him toward the exit as the cameras awkwardly stayed live, catching every second of the chaos as Tim said loudly, "Good luck with your ratings," while being escorted off, leaving viewers stunned. As Whoopi slowly sat back down, adjusted her glasses, exhaled into her microphone, and said with iconic comedic timing, "Well, that escalated," earning nervous laughter from the audience as Joy muttered, "And people say we're the dramatic ones," right before the show cut abruptly to commercial, but the moment the segment ended, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok exploded with clips, commentary, and debate, with some defending Tim for standing up for himself while others applauded Whoopi for holding her ground, turning the incident into a full-blown cultural moment that dominated headlines for days as edited videos, memes, and heated fan arguments flooded the internet, solidifying this clash as one of the most unforgettable, chaotic, and viral moments The View has ever produced.